might have an example in here. It is a little cartoonish, but it makes a point. I drew that light. That's a vanity light for their bathroom. I smudged out the old light and drew that light in. I don't love that, but here's a light I drew in for like an entryway that they wanted, and it had something weird in there before. Excuse me. Whew. Holy shnikes. See, to me, they all just look so cartoonish. I just feel like, though, it really helps them visualize it much better. Much better. There's one. So they have like fluorescent lights. This was a restaurant. Stuff like that. There's so many things you can do. The technology today with the iPads and the pencils and apps and stuff like that are truly magnificent. But yeah, so I'll drop some of these pictures in this video so you can kind of see as well. You can see the Kershaw 5. But that's what I'm working on right now. So I've got the beginning sketches of the characters and kind of the logos and stuff. So now I'm probably going to dive more into the storyline, pull that storyline out of my skull, and kind of, that's the hard part for me too, because I'm not a writer, obviously. I'm not even an illustrator. I'm just an amateur trying to do something that I think is cool. You know, you don't have to be Hollywood caliber. You don't have to be, New York City, Broadway, to still do your own stories, to do your own thing. Just do what you want to do. If I didn't do what I wanted to do, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. This is unorthodox for me. To first off, I challenge you to find many or any videos of me before this year. Literally, I started this channel like March, and I may have had like one or two political videos on Facebook where I was just kind of mad at politics at the time. And so I went on a little rant on Facebook like 2 or 3 times maybe. And then other than that, I really wasn't fond of my picture being taken or videos. And here I am now. I've got over 700 videos on my YouTube channel. Yeah, 700 videos of jackassery just out there for anybody to see in the ether. You know why? I woke up this year and I said, screw this. I have something to say. I have messages. I want to share things. Particularly, I want to share things. Like, not share things in the sense like I do giveaways, but share like, hey, I like this knife. I really like it. I think this knife's cool. I'm touching this knife with you, in front of you. I'm feeling it. And this knife is making me want to tell a little story. If you watch some of my earlier videos, I do this jackassery knife fighter crap. Just because I was bored and I wanted something to do. And I wanted to express myself, and that's how I did it. Now, is that me all the time? No. Is this me all the time? Not really. I'm just whatever. As the day gives it to me, I give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? So if you have something inside you that's kind of knocking at the door and saying, hey, let me in or let me out. Let it out or let it in. Whatever it is. Just do it, man. You never know. Maybe something will come from this stuff. But I think something already has. I've made connections and bonds with so many people through my subscribership, and the interaction and the really kind and nice comments. I was waiting for a lot of hate. At first, when I was first doing the knife reviews, I'd have a couple people get mad at me because I did reviews on super budget knives where I could buy like a $12 knife that had 14C28 end steel, and I loved it and thought it was great. But it was a knockoff of a Ken Onion Leak. So I had a couple people on there just busting my balls. Probably rightfully, because you know what? There's a lot of people out there that are very passionate about knife companies that do clones and knockoffs. I don't quite get it, I feel it. You know what I mean? I get more mad like Ganzo. Let's talk about Ganzo for a moment. So Ganzo is a really good knife company from China, and they have standalone products that they've designed, engineered, that are original, that are really good. But they still feel the need to knock off and clone other popular knives. That doesn't make sense to me. You're already in the business. You're already doing good stuff. Just maybe go out and hire a couple more engineers or designers that can make your own original knives and keep doing that, because you've already done the hard work. You've already walked through the muck. Now, do it right. Represent yourself correctly. That's what I get mad about. But there's people out there, particularly Americans, which is probably the biggest problem because we are just insufferably ignorant at times. But they're like mad because somebody's out there knocking off a $55 Ken Onion leek and selling it for $12. They're the consumer and they're mad. It's unbelievable to me. Just that's loyalty to a fault, a bad fault. They're at fault. There's something wrong with that type of mindset, and they really need to correct themselves. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying they're idiots. Yeah, because you know what? That company has just offered you an equivalent at a huge savings, and you're going to complain and you're going to criticize them. You know, unless you work for Kershaw and that other company's putting you out of business because they're selling your product at a better price than Kershaw could make it, don't complain. And you're going to be like all butthurt, and then get insulting. I don't, like I said, I don't get that much or at all. I just got it. Really, I'm giving you the example. It was that. It's the only time I've ever had anybody really come at me negatively. And I don't really consider that negative. They were just passionate people about their Kershaw leaks. If you feel like you missed your calling, or you feel like there's something in you that wants to do more and say more than, say, be just a taxi driver or a truck driver or, work in a restaurant or whatever the hell you're doing, but you feel like there's something in you that's kind of like saying, come on, man, let me out. You might want to let it out. You might want to try it, and you might want to not worry about what anybody thinks. Yeah, I've got people that think I'm nuts or think I'm really different or changed because I do this now, and some people that may not even have anything to do with me because of that. I don't know. It's not like that. It's not dramatic or anything like that, but you just never know. But who gives a shit? You know, life is really short. And for you to focus on all the negativity and the assholes and the jerks and the people that wish they did what you did or are gonna wish they did what you do, screw them. Let them go live a miserable life bothering somebody else. Don't give them the attention that they're asking for or they're wanting from you because of whatever reason. Be you. You know, I'm me. I try to be me as much as I possibly can. Yeah, do I have facades? Do I have to change my faces for different situations a little bit? Yeah. But ultimately it goes like face, goes right here, and this is what you get. At the end of the day, when you tuck me into bed and you're telling me a bedtime story, this is the face you're gonna look at. And I'm gonna look at you and go, tell me a story. Tell me a bedtime story. Yeah, that's me. That's all you get. That's all you got at the end of the day. So try stuff, man. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a cartoon, which is going to be an adult cartoon, because I'm not a there's their knives. The cartoonish version of the Kershaw 5 pack of Kershaw knives. I know I'm gonna have to change that Kershaw to like Kirkaw. Which is what I'll have to do. But I like the name Kershaw, man. Like whatever. But what I'm trying to say today on this Sunday, this fine sunny Sunday that I'm getting ready to take on, and I'm gonna smoke a brisket today and a pork tenderloin. Yeah, I'm going bold. Now it's
what
just a
to
little
do
brisket.
yet.
I'm not going to do a big brisket. I'm not ready.